myself, let me put it to the side. Mama had to cater for the coop that we rode at the school on the way to Popeyes. And niggas wanna play both sides. This a red dot, don't get on the wrong red eye. It's a headshot, then they can't woo them guys. Fuck around and bag two of them guys. I was like, if I just down on like a dog and chili there, no.
I'll say one of the biggest things for me, like that I feel like may have been missing a little bit from my deadlift, was just my overall confidence of just like deadlifting. Not second guessing, not wondering if the technique is right, you know, not wondering if I'm gonna re-hurt myself, stuff like that. Even some of the mental tricks that I tried, you go ahead. Even some of the mental tricks that I've tried, to where I'm trying to force that belief. It's not the same as just like legit turn your brain off and just go for it. So felt like I had that on that set. Feels good. Even feel the adductor just a little bit, but I think it's just gonna get better and better overall. Much better. I think so. That's why you just gotta have confidence. Like, I didn't tell myself like, oh, go hit the set and, you know, make it move, or like get really angry. I think that's more just like knowing that you're beat up or knowing that you feel bad and you're trying to tough it out. Like, toughing it out and having confidence are two different things in my opinion, you know? Confidence is meaning you could just go up to the bar exactly how you normally go up to the bar. Have fun, catch a vibe, have no fear, have no worry in your mind, and then just attach the set how you normally would when you're really intense, right? But not doing anything extra, not really trying to gear yourself up, not, you know, trying to overcombat the fear that you have, right? And that's what I did on these sets. I didn't do anything crazy. I didn't try to make myself feel better or really tension anything, any extra. I just set up where I was supposed to, made sure I was lining up how I was supposed to, and then just applied the force and deadlifted like it was back last year when I knew I could deadlift 800 at any given moment. So, and that helped out a lot. Like, that set was like very automatic, very, very, very automatic. And I was just sure of my form. I felt my quads a whole lot. There was no lack of quad at all. So I'm really, really happy about that. Just need to keep that going forward. Not push anything on the stiff legs that's going to mess up my back, which is gonna mess up my glutes, which is gonna mess up me actually approaching the bar. That said, I felt nothing in my adductor at all. Like, not even a hint of anything. And yeah, no, it's exciting. It's a great day one, week one. We're already at 240. Starting on the week one, we should be ending at 270 for the week 4. You know, all things go to plan, and yeah, and whatever's there for the primaries is there for the primaries. I'm not too concerned. We'll just take what's there, not really trying to stick to the RPEs and try to stay true to that, because I already know that if I take a weight, even if I pace it objectively speaking how it should be paced, if it's too hard of an RPE, I'm not gonna adapt and recover the next week. My body is very RP sensitive. Like, weeks 1 through 3, I need to keep it at a 6 to 7. Like, that's it. If I go above that, It's not pretty. Even if the weight is light, like it doesn't really matter. If the weight can be heavy, but if I move it at a 6 or move it at a 7, that my body's gonna be just fine, right? If I move it at an 8, I'm not. I'm not gonna be okay. So, gonna move away from the deadlifts. We're gonna go to bench. I'm really excited to keep this bench progression going, and yeah, see you when I'm bench pressing. For the volume, I'm very happy with how my heels are connected to the ground, which, by the way that I go about my bench setup is I really try to push through my heel to toe, not necessarily just toe. I feel like that really helps people if they have like their shins way more forward. For me, I'm pretty neutral / slightly behind. So for me, if I were to push through my toes, I don't really get as much stability or leg drive really from that. So pushing through my heels allows me to really get my chest elevated a lot more, allows me to really put more power into my entire leg and glutes, which drives my chest up, which maintains my position, which allows me to have the arch that I do have that feels way better than what it was before. So really, really happy about how that went. It got better and better with every set. And now I'm gonna go ahead and smack 390 or 177.5? Yeah, 177.5 for my top single at a RP 8-ish. If it's a little bit under, that's fine. I just really don't wanna go over on this day. And yeah, jump straight here for 145. So it should move pretty well. I feel pretty confident in my technique, and that's ultimately what needs to be there. So let's go ahead and knock this out. Good call. absolutely no one asked me this at all, but it's just a thought because I know some people do ask other people this question. As far as like, you know, I do a 5x3 on these squats and a 5x3 on my primary bench back downs, and the difference, or people will ask, what is the difference between doing 5x3 or a 3x5, right? If it's the same total reps, like why would someone program that differently? Wouldn't you just do the 3x5 and get less sets and then get out of the gym faster? It depends on what you're trying to work out, because remember, the setup for bench and squat is a workout still. Like getting down to the bar, even in the deadlift, for someone who isn't well leveraged, that's still a workout. Like they still have to train that position over time so that way they can replicate it, right? So you increase the sets so that way they have more time to actually train the muscles in the setup. Like for me in my squat, the amount of times I get to set up means the amount of times I get to really work my rear delts, my lower traps, my lats, and kind of work that whole setup, you know, situation, the pushing my quads and really get a feel for it. If I only do 3 sets, I don't get as much volume on that setup, right? So another thing is that I hope that I have a really good and replicable, repeatable bench setup as well, right? Because I want to make sure that I'm able to have that same position and maintain that same position at heavier loads. So that's why I have, you know, 5 sets on my primary back downs. So those are my heaviest back downs. Those are my heaviest rep works, right? I mean, throughout the secondaries and everything else, it's all just like really light. So that way I keep the shoulder healthy. But on that primary day when I'm already really strong and primed, I want to take advantage of that. So I give that day more sets on bench press. For squats, I fatigue really easily. And it's not necessarily that I struggle with maintaining my position with heavier weights. It's just I need to train the position overall. So I put it on my lighter day so I could easily repeat the same setup and easily repeat the same position, really load that setup well without overdoing it by overall taxing my body with some really heavy back downs on my primary that ultimately would bleed through everything else. So, and I don't really do a whole lot of sets on my deadlift because my deadlift itself is pretty well leveraged-ish, and I don't necessarily need a whole lot of sets. Now, when I was figuring out my deadlift and my deadlift was lost for a little bit, I definitely tried to increase the sets so that way I could figure it out better. But then once I figured it back out, I just went back to low sets because I don't really need it, right? So anyways, said all that to say, that's the reason why I do 5 sets and why I never changed it. And it will probably change once I kind of get back into a more peaking cycle or back to where I'm really trying to express my strength better, because, you know, overall I need to shift more weight, and hopefully throughout this cycle I kind of fix some of the issues that I was having, and hopefully 3 or 4 sets is enough and I don't need 5, you know? So yeah. Now, I'm about to hit this last fatigue single, and then we're done for the day. I'll just have abs after that. I may showcase abs a little bit, and then that'll be it. All right, let's hit this. Jumping straight to 245 from 187.5. Definitely detrained a little bit. That's what I get from not squatting this past weekend, but all good, it's expected. Moved better for the fact that I didn't really squat this past weekend, and it felt fairly healthy, especially since the adductor was tweaking this past weekend, so should adapt, recover, and keep feeling better and better. Great start to the week. Normally I'd go ahead and do my cable crunches, but I could do this machine today. Because the main thing is just trying to get in some intensity here, and I can wrap my legs underneath and then able to get the bottom abs here a little bit. So just got to do it to failure, because this machine is pretty easy when it comes to weight. I just really need to go for like the effort piece. That's gonna do it for this video. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys watching as always. Feel pretty good. Feel pretty good about this block. Feel like my mindset is good as far as like what I'm expecting out of the block, what the goal is, like, you know, keeping everything as a priority. And when it comes to what I'm actually trying to achieve during the cycle for hopping back on real programming with Marcellus, as far as like really trying to now express strength a lot better. But yeah, overall I'm excited. Body feels good, feel in shape. Still like how I look. I feel like I'm building up some resiliencies, and also with the alterations that I'm making to this current block, I think that's gonna really help my hips, glutes, legs, and etc. And actually do what the plan was. Like for instance, if I could do that secondary day that I have planned for this week 4, honestly, that's amazing in itself. Like that would be a huge volume day, just a huge tonnage day. And if I could adapt and recover and have a huge primary after that, by all means, I'm happy. Even if I hit numbers that I've hit before, doing it on top of that amount of tonnage would be very huge. So yeah, I'm happy regardless. Like if I could double 290 to, or no, if I could double 290, yeah, 290 to 300 or 290 to 305, this block on squat, I'd be really happy. If I could bench 200 plus for a double, I'll be happy, honestly. And then if I could deadlift anything in the 350, yeah, anything in the like the 350, 360 plus area, if I could do that this block, I'd be really happy, honestly, because I would be doing those numbers, because I haven't really done those numbers in a while now, and it'll be doing those numbers on top of way more volume and intensity that I ever done before. So yeah, I'd be happy with that. But anyways, enough talking. I got to do one more set, and then I'm gonna go home, eat, recover, get ready for tomorrow, and that's it. Talk to you guys later. Stay blessed. Again, appreciate you guys for watching. Much love. Bye-bye.